Along a dusty Winnemucca road, when along came a semi with a high and canvas-covered load. If you're going to Winnemucca, Mac, with me you can ride. So I climbed into the cab and I settled down inside. He asked me if I'd seen a road with so much dust and sand. I said, listen, bud, I've traveled every road in this here land. I've been everywhere, man, I've been everywhere, man. Across the desert bare, man, I've breathed the mountain air, man. I've traveled, I've had my share, man. I've been everywhere. Been to Reno, Chicago, Fargo, Minnesota, Buffalo, Toronto, Winslow, Sarasota, Wichita, Tulsa, Ottawa, Oklahoma, Tampa, Panama, Yakima, Paloma, Bangor, Baltimore, Salvador, Amarillo, Pottsville, Waterville, what a thrill. I've been everywhere, man. I've been everywhere, man. Across the desert bare, man. I've breathed the mountain air.
So I'm currently working on well, I was
Boston, Scranton, Houston, Louisiana, Washington, Wilmington, Burlington, Texarkana, Monterey, Santa Fe, Green Bay, Tuscaloosa, Glen Rock, Black Rock, Little Rock, Oskaloosa, Tennessee, Genesee, Chicopee, Spirit Lake, Grand Lake, Crater Lake, Devil's Lake, for heaven's sake. I've been everywhere, man. I've been everywhere, man. I've crossed the desert bare, man. I've breathed the mountain air, man. I've traveled, I've had my share, man. I've been everywhere. Louisville, Nashville, Knoxville, Puerto Rico, Huntsville, Jacksonville, Danville, Costa Rica, Pittsfield, Springfield, Bakersfield, Florida, Hackensack, Cadillac, Fond du Lac, Davenport, Idaho, Jellicoe, Fresno, Diamantina, Pasadena, Catalina, even been to Ballymena. I've been everywhere, man. I've been everywhere, man. I've crossed the desert fair, man. I've breathed the mountain air, man. I've traveled, I've had my share, man. I've been everywhere. Pittsburgh, Parkersburg, Petersburg, Colorado, Ellensburg, Rexburg, Vicksburg, Eldorado, Saginaw, Omaha, Haversaw, Omaha, Chaska, Nebraska, Alaska, Opelika, Baraboo, Waterloo, Kalamazoo, Kansas City, Sioux City, Cedar City, Dodge City, Water City. I've been everywhere, man. I've been everywhere, man. Crossed the desert bare, man. I've breathed the mountain air, man. I've traveled, I've had my share, man. I've been everywhere. I've been everywhere.
been avoiding doing his creeper face. Because it really
There's a little
supposed to be evil,
that is called the Double Inn. It's kept by Mr. Singleton, who has a double chin. You will find him in a parlour full of jollity and fun, with a smile upon his double chin to welcome everyone in the Double Inn. In Double Inn, you can soon find trouble in the Double Inn. If it's trouble you desire, you can get what you require. Drink somebody's beer, you'll throw the fat upon the fire in the Double Inn. In Double Inn,
once that's gone, it's
the pub that pours the perfect pint of stout. You'll see Mr. Singleton when you go in the Double Inn, but you'll be seeing double coming out. The Double Inn is famous, everybody knows the place. Each Dublin man has Double Inn engraved upon his face. To spend an hour each evening there is everyone's delight. You can have a joke, go out and smoke, then end up in a fight. In the Double Inn, in Double Inn, you can soon find trouble in the Double Inn. If it's trouble you desire, just call a man a liar. That's the sort of thing to throw the fat upon the fire in the Double Inn, in Double Inn. The pub that pours the perfect pint of stout. You'll see Mr. Singleton when you go in the Double Inn, but you'll be seeing double coming out. The Double Inn is friendly, there's a welcome on the mat. Fill your mug, go in the snug and have a little chat. There really are no strangers here, just friends you haven't met. If you just sit back, enjoy the crack, your troubles you'll forget. In the Double Inn, in Double Inn, you can soon find trouble in the Double Inn. If it's trouble you desire, you can get what you require. Flirt with someone's girl, you'll throw the fat upon the fire in the Double Inn, in Double Inn. The pub that pours the perfect pint of stout. You'll see Mr. Singleton when you go in the Double Inn, but you'll My dad's a pheasant plucker, he's a very busy man, so I help him plucking pheasants and I do the best I can. Sometimes he will go away and leave me on my own, and so I'm left here sitting plucking pheasants all alone. I'm not the pheasant plucker, I'm the pheasant plucker's son, and I'm only plucking pheasants till the pheasant plucker comes. My husband likes to pluck with me, we have a lot of fun. He tickles me with pheasant feathers when the plucking's done. The laughing and the giggling helps to keep me fit and slim. There's nothing I would rather do than pheasant pluck with him. I'm not the pheasant plucker, I'm the pheasant plucker's wife, and when we pluck together it's a pheasant plucking life. For the job of pheasant plucking my friend was born and bred. He likes to have a pheasant plucked before he goes to bed. I try and lend a helping hand to gather up the feathers. It's really all this pheasant plucking keeps us here together. I'm not the pheasant plucker, I'm the pheasant plucker's friend, and if we weren't plucking pheasants he would drive me round the bend. I had a pal in Donegal could pluck a frozen pheasant, but you have to pluck them fresh or it's really quite unpleasant. I'm not good at plucking pheasants, at the plucking I've no luck. Though some peasants find it pleasant, I would rather pluck a duck. I'm not the pheasant plucker, I'm the pheasant plucker's mate, and I'm only plucking pheasants cause the pheasant plucker's late. My son's a pheasant plucker and he's very good to me. He frequently invites me round to have a cup of tea. We have pheasant plucking parties and play pheasant plucking games. Before we pluck the pheasants we will give them silly names. I'm not the pheasant plucker, I'm the pheasant plucker's mother, and the mother plucking pheasants is as good as any other. My cousin is a pheasant plucker, he's the best I've seen. I'm no good at plucking pheasants, I really am quite green. He could pluck a buffalo or even do a moose. I have trouble getting down off either duck or goose. I'm not the pheasant plucker, I'm the pheasant plucker's cousin. In the time it took to sing the song he plucked a half a dozen. I was toting my pack along a dusty Winnemucca road when along came.
We already heard that.
In the merry month of June, from me home I started, left the girls a chewin', nearly broken hearted, saluted me father dear, kissed me darling mother, drank a pint of beer, me grief and tears to smother, then off to reap the corn, leave where I was born, cut the stud Blackthorn to Bannies Coast and gobbling brand new pair of brogues, rattling over the bogs, frightening all the dogs on the rocky road to Dublin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, hunt the hare and turn her down the rocky road and all the way to Dublin. Whack a lally rock. In Mullingar that night I rested and so weary started by daylight. Next morning light and early took a drop of the pure to keep me heart from sinking. That's a paddy's cure. But whenever he's on for drinking, to see the lasses smile, laughing all the while at me curious style, 'twould set your heart a bubble and asked if I was hired. Wages I required till I was almost tired of the rocky road to Dublin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, hunt the hare and turn her down the rocky road and all the way to Dublin. Whack a lally rock. In Dublin next arrived, thought it's such a pity to be so soon deprived of you of that fine city. Then I took the stroll, all among the quality, and me bundle was stole. In a neat locality something crossed me mind, chanced to look behind, no bundle could I find. Upon me stick a wobble inquiring for the rogue, said me con it broke, wasn't much in vogue. On the rocky road to Dublin, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, hunt the hare and turn her down the rocky road and all the way to Dublin. Whack a lally rock. From there I got away, me spirits never fail, and landed at the quay just as the ship was sailing. Captain at me roared, said that no room had he. When I jumped aboard, a cabin he found for Paddy. Down among the pigs, played some merry rigs, danced some hearty jigs, the water round me bubbling when off Holyhead. Wished myself was dead, or better far instead, on the rocky road to Dublin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, hunt the hare and turn her down the rocky road, and all the way to Dublin, whack Falaldira. The boys of Liverpool, when we'd safely landed, called myself a fool. I could no longer stand it, blood began to boil, temper I was losing, poor old Erin's Isle. They began abusing her army, so says I, a shillelagh I let fly. Galway boys were buying, so I was a hobbling with a loud hooray. Joined in the affray, Cahan cleared the way for the rocky road to Dublin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, hunt the hare and turn her down the rocky road, and all the way to Dublin, whack Falaldira, whack Falaldira.
Crap. Wrong button.
We all get a dose of the cow now and then, with the coughing and hacking and wheezing, or a touch of the flu, which between me and you is worse with the sniffles and sneezing. And when the bronchitis will sneak up and bite us, you wish you could just catch a breath. With the heaving and huffing and panting and puffing, you think that you're ready for death. It's not the cough that carries you off, but the coffin they carry you off in. Don't worry your head if you're coughing in bed, just as long as you're not in the coffin. And when you're alone, you might think of pneumonia, it hurts to breathe in and breathe out. And your lungs are on fire, you're feeling quite dire, you'd rather have shingles or gout. And nothing you're taking will help with the aching, not even a lovely hot toddy, with quaking and quivering and shaking and shivering with jelly instead of a body. It's not the cough that carries you off, but the coffin they carry you off in. Don't worry your head if you're coughing in bed, just as long as you're not in the coffin. And the bloody old pleurisy hasn't a cure, I see, thinking your ribs are all cracked. Your bedclothes are soaking, you just feel like poking while flat on the broad of your back. So you lie counting sheep as you're trying to sleep, and the next thing you know it's the dawn. You feel fit as the fiddle while having your piddle, and Jesus, the cowl is all gone. It's not the cough that carries you off, but the coffin they carry you off in. Don't worry your head if you're coughing in bed, just as long as you're not in the coffin. There's a race across the frozen snow, and it's run from Anchorage in the Nome, across a land that was built by God. It's a race they call Iditarod. I've run that race myself 3 times. When I'd lose, I'd start to crying. Figured I'd never race again until I found me a way to win. Iditarod, Iditarod, ooh, Iditarod. So I got me a mail-order PhD in biomedical genealogy. I needed dogs that were fast and mean. I started in splicing genes. I got chromosomes from a thoroughbred mare, pit bull, cheetah, and a grizzly bear. Added some wolverine and gazelle, a little bit of road runner. What the hell, I did her all. I did her all. Ooh, I did her all. I spliced them all with some husky genes. There was just enough to make me a team. I crossed my fingers and I made a wish, and I tossed each one in a petri dish. Well, 3 months later them pups were born. They had spotted hair and hooves and horns. They were big and mean and awful strong, and each one thought I was his mom. I did her all. I did her all. Ooh, I did her all. Well, finally race day came around, and I brought my team into Anchortown. We went running off down the street with a growl and a whinny and a meep meep. Out of Wasilla into Connect, running so fast it was making me sick. Through Yentnas, Quentin mountains high, we were third into Nicolai. I did her all. I did her all. Ooh, I did her all. We rested for 24 in McGrath, out of hope for moving fast. Underneath the skies who blue, out of Caltag number 2. Against the wind, cross ice so thick, first place into Shacktulik. But while we were running along, I could tell there was something going wrong. I did her all. I did her all. Ooh, I did her all. As Set up my electron microscope, gave one of my dogs a needle poke, put some blood into that machine, but I couldn't believe what I was seeing. The gazelle genes were starting to shake, the bear genes wanted to hibernate, the thoroughbred genes still wanted to run, but each of them Wolverine genes was done. I did a run, I did a run, ooh, I did a run. They were flopping around like a bunch of bats, their insides fighting like dogs and cats, with facial tics and burps and farts. Their double helix was falling apart. At safety they gave a mighty roar, broke their lines and away they tore out across the tundra gray in each of 16 different ways. I did a run, I did a run, ooh, I did a run. Now I pulled that sled all on my own. I was 63rd 'neath the arch unknown. Not one single dog was left of the team I thought would win that test. But I know that they're out there still. They'd be too difficult to kill. You'd need 14 tags and permits too, like getting permission to shoot a zoo. So if ever you run into my hybrid beasts, take their photograph at least. Give them my best as they run by, and let them know that their mom says hi. I did a run, I did a run, oh, I did a run, I did a run, I did a run, oh, I did a run. There are blues that you get from loneliness, and there are blues that you get from pain. And the blues when you're lonely, for you're one and only, and the blues that are hard to explain. And there are blues that you get from sleepless nights, but the meanest blues that be, the blues that I've got on my mind, the blues that are the very meanest kind. They're the blues my naughty sweetie gives to me. There are blues you get from women when you see them going swimming and you haven't got a bathing suit yourself. There are blues that start to flicker when you hide a lot of liquor and someone goes and takes it off the shelf. The blues you get from waiting on the dock and wondering if the boats are gonna rock. And the blues you keep getting in a taxi cab and fretting every time you hear the meter jump the clock. And there are blues you get from crying when your Uncle Ben is dying. He afterwards forgets you in his will. There are blues you get from hisses when you're walking with the missus and another baby shouts, "Hey, Bill!" But the blues that make you hot and make you really shake and shiver, the blues that make you want to end it all in the river, they're the blues my naughty sweetie gives to me. Blues you get from women when you see them going swimming and you haven't got a bathing suit yourself. There are blues that start to flicker when you had a lot of liquor and someone goes and takes it off the shelf. The blues you get from waiting on the dock and wondering if the boats are gonna rock. And the blues you keep getting in a taxi cab and fretting every time you hear the meter jump the clock. And there are blues you get from crying when your Uncle Ben is dying and he afterwards forgets you in his will. There are blues you get from hisses when you're walking with the missus and another baby shouts, "Hey, Bill!" But the blues that make you hot and make you really shake and shiver, the blues that make you wanna end it all in the river, they're the blues my naughty sweet gives to me. Oh yeah.
A lot more when I'm drunk. It's probably true. You notice people always have a better idea.
A sultan sat on his oriental mat in his harem in Baghdad, Persia. He took one sip of his coffee just a drip, and he said to his servant, curse ya, curse ya, curse ya, curse ya. That's the worst cup of coffee in Persia. 'Cause all I want is a proper cup of coffee made in a proper copper coffee pot. I may be off my dot, but I want a cup of coffee in a proper copper pot. Iron coffee pots and tin coffee pots, they're no use to me. If I can't have a proper cup of coffee in a proper copper coffee pot, I'll have a cup of tea.
That's petty, isn't it?
In days of old, when nights were bold and whiskey was much cheaper, Dick Turpin
I don't
rode
like
to a coffee shop and showed his
tea
pistols
enough
to
to say
the
if I don't
keeper.
have
He
proper
said,
coffee,
stand
then I'm
and
not gonna have
deliver.
coffee at all.
Can't you
I'd
see
rather have
I'm
tea.
all a
I don't like it
quiver?
well enough to do that.
'Cause all I want is a
I'd
proper
be
cup of
weak.
coffee made in a proper copper coffee pot.
Say
I
fine.
may be off my dot,
Deal
but I
with
want a
this
cup of coffee in a
shitty
proper
cup
copper
of
pot.
coffee.
Iron coffee pots and tin coffee pots, they're no use to me. If I can't have a proper cup of coffee in a proper copper coffee pot, I'll have a cup
No.
of tea.
Alright, give me a sec.
When Bonaparte found that he was in the cart and he'd lost that Waterloo fight, he gave his sword to Wellington the Lord and he said, you British do fight. Now you've won Waterloo, sir. What shall I drink with you, sir? 'Cause all I want is a proper cup of coffee made in a proper copper coffee pot. I may be off my dot, but I want a cup of coffee from a proper copper pot.
You
Iron
may
coffee pots and
wonder
tin
why
coffee
I'm
pots, they're no use to me. If I can't have a proper cup of coffee in a proper copper coffee pot, I'll have a cup of tea.
No doubt they had.
Now King Solomon with his queen would carry on, so we read in the ancient scandals. He gave her lots of silver coffee pots with
Somehow
diamond spouts and handles.
doubt
But said the queen of
they had
Sheba, I'd rather have any old tea
good
bag.
access
'Cause all I want is a proper cup of
to
coffee made in a proper
perfectly
copper coffee pot.
straight
I may be off my dot, but I want a cup of coffee in a proper copper pot. Iron coffee pots and tin coffee pots, they're no use to
actually,
me.
they probably
If I can't
did.
have a proper cup of coffee in a proper copper coffee pot, I'll
But
have a
they
cup of
saved
tea.
it for the
All I
big
want is a proper cup of
buildings.
coffee made in a proper cup of coffee pot.
You know how hard
I
it is
may
to
be
find
off
a
my
freaking
dot, but I want a cup of
reference
coffee
for
in
a
a proper copper
regular
pot. Iron coffee pots and tin coffee
Renaissance
pots,
building?
they're no use to me. If I can't have a proper cup of coffee in a proper copper coffee pot, I'll have a cup of tea.
It is super hard to find.
Baton Rouge, Louisiana, Indianapolis,
Good
Indiana, and Columbus is the
reference for
capital of
Justin
Ohio. There's Montgomery, Alabama, South
Building.
Helena, Montana. There's Denver, Colorado, and Boise, Idaho. Texas has Austin, then we go north to Boston, Massachusetts, and Albany, New York, Tallahassee, Florida, and Washington, D.C., Santa Fe, New Mexico, and Nashville, Tennessee.
Extravagant.
Trenton's in New Jersey, north of Jefferson, Missouri. You've got Richmond in Virginia, South Dakota has Pierre, Harrisburg's in Pennsylvania, and Augusta's off in Maine, you see. Providence, Rhode Island, and over Delaware. Concord, New Hampshire, just a jaunt to Montpelier, which is up in Vermont. Hartford in Connecticut, so pretty in the fall. Kansas has Topeka, Minnesota has St. Paul. Juneau's in Alaska, and there's Lincoln in Nebraska, and it's Raleigh out in North Carolina, and then there's Madison, Wisconsin, and Olympia in Washington, Phoenix, Arizona, and Lansing, Michigan. Then Honolulu, Hawaii's a joy, Jackson, Mississippi, and Springfield, Illinois, South Carolina with Columbia down the way, and Annapolis in Maryland on Chesapeake Bay. Cheyenne is in Wyoming, and perhaps you make your home in Salt Lake City, out in Utah where the buffalo roam. Atlanta's down in Georgia, and there's Bismarck, North Dakota, and you can live in Frankfort in your old Kentucky home. Salem in Oregon, from there we join. Little Rock in Arkansas, Iowa's got Des Moines, Sacramento, California, Oklahoma, and its city, Charleston, West Virginia, and Nevada, Carson City. That's all the capitals there are.
It's Wacko's America. That's what he's singing. But yeah, I guess it is Turkey in the Straw.
There's a little pub in Dublin that is called the Double Inn. It's kept by Mr. Singleton.
What can I
who
say? I
has a
love this
double
guy.
inn. You will find him in a parlour full of jollity and fun, with a smile
This is
upon
his
his
Tongue
double
Twisters
chin, to
album.
welcome everyone in the Double Inn. In Dublin, you can soon find trouble in the Double Inn. If it's trouble you desire, you can get what you require. Drink somebody's beer, you'll throw the fat upon the fire in the Double Inn. In Dublin, the pub that pours the perfect pint of stout. You'll see Mr. Singleton when you go in the Double Inn, but you'll be seeing double coming out.
Oh man, yeah.
The
Yeah, it is
Double
gonna be
Inn
hard to
famous,
narrow it down.
Everybody knows the place. Each Dublin man has
Can only
Double Inn
imagine.
engraved upon his face. To spend an hour
Yeah, I just got the
eating there is
regular
everyone's delight. You can have a joke, go out and smoke, then end up in a
Just
fight.
get me into
in
the con
Double Inn, in
passes.
Double Inn. You can soon find trouble in the Double
This sounds
Inn.
absolutely.
If it's trouble you desire, just
that works.
call a man a liar. That's the sort of thing to throw the fat upon the
Yeah, I
fire
just got the
in
regular get
Double
me into the con
Inn,
tickets.
in Double Inn. The pub that pours the perfect pint of stout. You'll see Mr. Singleton when you go in the Double Inn, but you'll be seeing double coming out. The Double Inn is friendly, there's a welcome on the mat. Fill your mug, go in the snug and have a little chat. There really are no strangers here, just friends you haven't met. If you just sit back, enjoy the crack, your troubles you'll forget. In the Double Inn, in Double Inn, you can soon find trouble in the Double Inn. If it's trouble you desire, you can get what you require. Flirt with someone's girl, you'll throw the fat upon the fire.
Yeah,
In the
you can tell
Double
you get
Inn, in Double Inn, the pub that pours the perfect pint of stout. You'll see
This is
Mr.
also
Singleton
true.
when you
I
go
used
in
to
the
catalog
Double Inn, but
my
you'll be seeing
my
double
novels
coming
and shit when I was a
out.
kid. Had an Excel spreadsheet and everything. Artist, or not artist, author, title, number of series,
Hey,
that kind of
Look at, I
jazz.
just found a
It does
genuine
help.
Seamus Kennedy.
But I had friends that were destructive with
1977,
my books.
33 and 1/3 revolutions
was
per minute
necessary.
vinyl record album. I wonder what it's worth.
Well, auction it off and find out. You know any good auctioneers?
Oh, do I? There was a boy in Arkansas who wouldn't listen to his ma when she told him that he should go to school. He'd sneak away in the afternoon, take a little walk, then pretty soon you'd find him at the local auction barn. He'd stand and listen carefully, then pretty soon he began to see how the auctioneer could talk so
Nice.
rapidly. He said, oh my, it's do
There's
or die,
a-
I've got to learn that auction
there's
cry,
a
gotta make my mark
website
and be
that
an
I use
auctioneer.
to
$25 bid, now a $30 30, will you give me 30?
buy
Make it 30
comics,
bids,
and
on a
they
$30, who
let
bid a
you
30, who
put in
bid a
which
$30
ones you
bid?
have.
$30 bid it now, 35. Will you give me 35? Make it a 35. Turn it 35.
That
Who's
part's
gonna bid
free
at a
too,
$35
which is really nice.
As time went on, he did his best. We all could see he didn't jest. He practiced calling bids both night and day. His pa would find him behind the barn, just working up an
Why?
awful
Why
storm
is
as he
it
tried to
yellow?
imitate the auctioneer. And his pa said, son, I just can't stand to have a mediocre man selling things at auction using our good name.
Yeah.
I'll send you off to auction school and you will be nobody's fool. You can take your place among the best. $35 bid, now a $40 40. Will you give me 40? Make it a 40 bidding on a $40 hula bid, a 40 hula bid, a $40 bid. $40 bid it, now 45. Will you give me 45? Make it a 45 bid, a 45. Who's it gonna bid it at a $45 bid? So from that boy who went to school, there grew a man who played it cool. He came back home a full-fledged auctioneer.
Here, let me see if I
Then
can
the
turn
people
it
came from miles
down.
around just to hear him make that
Whoops,
good
wrong one.
sound that filled their hearts with such a happy cheer. His fame spread
Is that better?
Had all he could do and more. Had to buy a plane to get around. Now there's cops and all the
Everyone likes free better.
and he's the best of all the auctioneers.
Why do I keep...
$45 bid, now a $50 50.
Alright, is that better?
Make it a 50 bid, and on a $50 hula bid, a 50 hula bid, a $50 bid. $50 bid, and now 55. Will you give me 55 to make it a 55 bid, a 55? Sold that disc for a $50 bill. Thought it would have gone for more. I should have got Leroy Van Dyke.
Hey, I'm still working this shit out. You be nice.
Love the best, her darling personality shines out above the rest. In our Sunday finest we go walking with the swells, and she always loved the dander where she'll hear the sound of bells, like sleigh bells, sleigh bells, silver bells and golden bells, church bells, work bells, Christmas bells and all. Doorbells, more bells, modern bells and olden bells, but little Nell McCafferty's the belle of them all. Tomorrow when we're walking down the mooring side by side, I'll ask her if she'll marry me and be my bonny bride. I've a ring for her finger, and bells for her toes, so Nell can have her bells with her no matter where she goes. There's cow bells, plough bells, evening bells and morning bells, bike bells, trike bells, jingle bells and all. Grand bells, hand bells, alarm bells and warning bells, but little Nell McCafferty's the belle of them all. And when she says I surely that she'll be my loving wife, that'll be the very proudest moment of my life. And the sweetest bells I know of for to make her laugh and smile are the chapel bells are ringing when I walk her down the aisle. There's plane bells, train bells, ships bells and diving bells, pretty bells, city bells, village bells and all. Chime bells, time bells, departing bells, arriving bells, but little Nell McCafferty's the belle of them all.
I really do. I would love to meet Jason. That would be awesome. I'm not gonna lie. I'm really excited to meet him. They didn't have him on the guest list, though. Is there a reason for that? Oh, no. Because he probably has a table not as a guest. Durr. Got some cobblestone shit. Yeah, I figured that right after I said it. Because I can be a dumbass. Okay, oh, okay. Ha! Almost missed a spot. Applesauce, butter, and sugar in the gold and a great big Methodist pie. You ought to hear the ringing when they all got to singing that good old by and by. Brother Jimmy McGee in the top of a tree saying, Lordy, I'm a-getting high. Oh, little children, I believe. Oh, little children, I believe. Oh, little children, I believe. Hey, I've got the 2-day pass. I am ready and willing to wait in long lines. I'm even gonna bring like the entire thing of formula just to make sure I have enough food for the little girl while I'm there. And I haven't bought a ticket for William yet, so we're not sure if he's going to be able to go. Oh, I wanted to put a window there too. Oh, why do I do this to myself? Nice. Well, I don't think Walmart carries her brand. You wouldn't think that it matters, but we found out within like the first 2 months that it actually kind of does. It's a little bit of bullshit right there. Not gonna lie. The only thing I'm worried about is having enough
bottles in Walmart would definitely help with that part.
I'm a Methodist until I die. There was Johnny McEldew and McGee and me, and a couple or two or three went on a spree one day. We had a bob or two which we knew how to blew, and the beer and whiskey flew, and we all felt gay. We visited McCann's, McLamann's, Humpty Dan's. We then went into Swan's, our stomachs for to pack. We ordered up.
And if there is anyone watching on YouTube having absolutely no idea what's going on with the conversation going on, it's on Twitch. Sorry. Alright. Just, yeah. I didn't think it mattered, and then we tried. We were pretty cavalier about switching up her formula, because I was like, hey, I want to use this kind of formula, and then I want to use this kind of formula. No, I've got it both going on at the same time. I don't even know if anyone's watching on YouTube, and probably isn't. I'm not that popular. Not yet, at least. I wish I were, man.
He tattered all his clothes, broke his nose, I suppose he'd have killed him with a few blows in no time at all. McEldew began to howl.
That would be dope.
He threw an empty bowl at the shopkeeper's head. It struck poor Mickey Finn, peeled the skin off his chin, and the ructions did begin, and we all fought and bled. The peelers did arrive, man alive, 4 or 5 at us they made a drive for to march us all away. We paid for all the meat that we ate, stood a treat, and went home to ruminate on the spree.
I know, I need more followers, man. More viewers, more followers, all that jazz.
It doesn't seem that long ago I landed in New York with my guitar and suitcase. I set off to look for work with a sign around my neck that said, "We'll sing for beer and grub." So it wasn't long.
That's okay, because you're my favorite customer anyway.
Irish pub like the Banshee, the Shanachie, Ten-Speaking Bennigan's, Dick O'Kane's, Matt Kane's, O'Donoghue's, Flings, the Blarney's, Stone Ireland's, own Black Rose and Finnegan's, Kelly's, O'Lacey's, Mullaney's, McGinn's, Killarney's, McGeary's, and Mrs. O'Leary's,
Nope,
and
don't
Molly's,
like that.
McFarley's, O'Freel's, and Mulder's, Murphy's, and Mooney's, and Catherine Rooney's, and Brittingham's, Callahan's, great old saloons. And now I've been performing for over 40 years. I still remember some of them with a smile and with a tear. And as I've gotten older, I've forgotten 1 or 2. But I'll try, if you'll permit me, to recall them all for you. There's the Dubliner.
See, I think this would end up much better if I were actually able to do the style that I am trying to cultivate, but I have to do the inking / penciling style, and that just makes it really hard for me to want to add it to my portfolio, because that is the apparent goal of this assignment. But this is not going to be something I put in my portfolio because I'm not proud of it. I know I can do better.
Riley's daughter, where no one drank water, and Holohan's Woolahan's bring on a smile. Away out in Reno, Fitzgerald's Casino and Great Basin Brew Pub stand out on their own. Colonial Tavern and Meaties of Ireland, the London Bridge Pub where you won't drink alone. The Bog Pub and Cooper's, the Kevin, the Super, there's Duggins, the Tides, and the Chefs and Kells. Lena's and Godfrey's, there's brownies and coffees. The Shannon Pub's hot wings are hotter than hells. And after
Why do
all
I do
time,
this to
you know,
myself?
some pubs
Okay.
are dead and gone. Just like the men who owned them, but their memory lingers on. We'll never see their likes again, for all good things must pass. And to these great old Irish pubs I'll raise a parting glass. So I'll gently rise
No, it's gonna be
and
better
softly
if I...
call. Good night and joy be with you all. Now the harem of the Cordican Caractacus was just passing by. The harem of the Cordican Caractacus was just passing by. The harem of the Cordican Caractacus was just passing by. The harem of the court of King Caractacus was just passing by. Now the ladies in the harem of the court of King Caractacus were just passing by. The ladies in the harem of the court of King Caractacus were just passing by. The ladies in the harem of the court of King Caractacus were just passing by. The ladies in the harem of the court of King Caractacus were just passing by. Now the faces of the ladies in the harem of the court of King Caractacus were just passing by. The faces of the ladies in the harem of the court of King Caractacus were just passing by. The faces of the ladies in the harem of the court of King Caractacus were just passing by. The faces of the ladies in the harem of the court of King Caractacus were just passing by. Now the noses on the faces of the ladies in the harem of the court of King Caractacus were just passing by.
Yeah,
The noses
that's
on the
awful.
faces of the ladies in the harem of the court of King Caractacus were just passing by. The noses on the faces of the
That
ladies in the harem
panel
of the court of
needs
King
to
Caractacus
wait.
were just passing by. The noses on the faces of the ladies in the harem of the court of King Caractacus
That panel
were
needs
just
to not
passing
wait.
by. Now the freckles on the noses of the faces of the ladies in the harem of the court of King Caractacus were just passing by. The freckles on the noses of the faces of the ladies in the harem of the court of King Caractacus were just passing by. The freckles on the noses of the faces of the ladies in the harem of the court of King Caractacus were just passing by. The freckles on the noses of the faces of the ladies in the harem of the court of King Caractacus were just passing by. Now the powder on the freckles on the noses of the faces of the ladies
Oh, I
in the
forgot to
harem of
open
the
my
court of King
Guinness.
Caractacus was just passing by. The powder on the freckles on the noses of the faces of the ladies in the harem of the court of King Caractacus was just passing by. The powder on the
Oh,
freckles on
in
the
the
noses of the faces of the ladies in the harem of the court
in the
of
really
King
dark
Caractacus
panels,
was
this
just
one and this
passing
one.
by. The powder on the freckles on the noses of the faces of the ladies in the harem of the court of King Caractacus was just passing by. Now the boys who put the powder on the freckles on the noses of the faces of the ladies in the harem of the court of King Caractacus were just passing by. The boys who put the powder on the freckles on the noses of the faces of the ladies in the harem of the court of King Caractacus were just passing by. The boys who put the powder on the freckles on the noses of the faces of the ladies in the harem of the court of King Caractacus were just passing by. The boys who put the powder on the freckles on the noses of the faces of the ladies in the harem of the court of King Caractacus were just
Please tell me
passing
that
by.
vanishing point does not
Now
go
the
off.
breeches on the boys who put the powder on the freckles on the noses of the faces of the ladies in the harem of the court of King Caractacus were just passing by. The breeches on the boys who put the powder on the freckles on the noses of the faces of the ladies in the harem of the court of King Caractacus were just passing by. The breeches on the boys who put the powder on the freckles on the noses of the faces of the ladies in the harem of the court of King Caractacus were just passing by. The breeches on the boys who put the powder on the freckles on the noses of the faces of the ladies in the harem of the court of King Caractacus were just
There's the
passing
layer.
by. Now the stitches in the breeches of the boys who put the powder on the freckles on the noses of the faces of the ladies in the harem of the court of King Caractacus were just passing by. The stitches in the breeches of the boys who put the powder on the freckles on the noses of the faces of the ladies in the harem of the court of King Caractacus were just passing by. The stitches in the breeches of the boys who put the powder on the freckles on the noses of the faces of the ladies in the harem of the court of King Caractacus were just passing by. The stitches in the breeches of the boys who put the powder on the freckles on the noses of the faces of the ladies in the harem of the court of King Caractacus were just
Dang it, I
passing
put
by.
that right on a tangent.
Now the fascinating witches put the scintillating stitches in the breeches of the boys who put the powder on the freckles on the
That's
noses of
okay.
the faces
I
of the
can
ladies
fix
in the harem of the court of King Caractacus were just passing by. The fascinating witches who put the scintillating stitches in the breeches of the boys who put the powder on the freckles on the noses of the faces of the ladies in the harem of the court of King Caractacus were just passing by. The fascinating witches put the scintillating stitches in the breeches of the boys who put the powder on the freckles on the noses of the faces of the ladies in the harem of the court of King Caractacus were just passing by. The fascinating witches who put the scintillating stitches in the breeches of the boys who put the powder on the freckles on the noses of the faces of the ladies in the harem of the court of King Caractacus were just passing by. If you want to take a picture of the fascinating witches who put the scintillating stitches in the breeches of the boys who put the powder on the freckles on the noses of the faces of the ladies in the harem of the court of King Caractacus, you're too late, 'cause they've just passed by. a very busy man, so I help him plucking pheasants and I do the best I can. Sometimes he will go away and leave me on my own, and so I'm left here sitting plucking pheasants all alone. I'm not the pheasant plucker, I'm the pheasant plucker's son, and I'm only plucking pheasants till the pheasant plucker comes.
Whoa. That perspective was off, wasn't it?
We have a lot of fun. He tickles me with pheasant feathers when the plucking's done. The laughing and the giggling helps me keep fit and
It's
slim. There's not
you can find it under Nic Garduno, Nic Garduno. It wants me to change my Google name if I were gonna make it drinking and drawing, but that didn't seem like a smart idea, so I just left it under Nic.
It's really all this pheasant plucking keeps us here together. I'm not the pheasant plucker, I'm the pheasant plucker's friend, and if we weren't plucking pheasants, he would drive me round the bend.
You might be able to find it under Defiance Comics too, but I'm not too sure. Because I know that's the email I have for it.
I'm not the pheasant plucker, I'm the pheasant plucker's mate, and I'm only plucking pheasants because the pheasant plucker's late. My son's a pheasant plucker and he's very good to me. He frequently invites me round to have a cup of tea. We have pheasant plucking parties and play pheasant plucking games. Before we pluck the pheasants we will give them silly names. I'm not the pheasant plucker, I'm the pheasant plucker's mother, and the mother plucking pheasants is as good as any other. My cousin is a pheasant plucker, he's the best I've seen. I'm no good at plucking pheasants, I really am quite green. He can pluck a buffalo or even do a moose. I have trouble getting down a eider, duck or goose. I'm not the pheasant plucker, I'm the pheasant plucker's cousin. In the time it took to sing the song he plucked a half a dozen.
Let's see if I can do it. Ugh. I hate it when I do that. That's why it takes me so damn long to do this shit. There we go. Close enough. Alright, no problem. You get some good sleep. I won't begrudge you for that. I've been staying up till like 2 in the morning lately, trying to get everything done. So, you sleep. Have a good night.
With me you can ride. So I climbed into the cab and I settled down inside. He asked me if I'd seen a road with so much dust and sand.
Oh man,
I
the
said,
songs,
"Listen, bud,
the
I've
album
traveled
started over,
every
didn't
road
it?
in this here land. I've been everywhere, man. I've been everywhere,
How about
man.
no?
Across the desert bare, man. I've breathed the mountain air, man. I've traveled.
Here we go.
I want to start off with a nice, happy Irish song about death. A song called Finnegan's Wake. And what I need you to do in this song is, when we come to the chorus, I want you all to clap along in time to the music, then stop when I stop, okay? Tim Finnegan lived in Watling Street, a gentleman Irish mighty odd. He had a brogue both rich and sweet, to rise in the world he carried a hod. Tim had a sort of a tippler's way, with a love for the liquor,
Guinness.
poor Tim was born. To help him on his work each day, he'd drop at the crater every morn. Whack full of dano, that's to your partner's wealth, the floor your trotter shake. Wasn't it the trick I told you, lots of fun at Finnegan's Wake? That's where you're supposed to stop. Okay, what we're going to do to make sure you all stop at the same time, whoever keeps clapping after everybody else has stopped has
Just
to
to
buy
get
a
his
round of
head
drinks
in.
for the people that he or she is with.
That's okay.
Okay, and we don't want anybody cheating and not clapping. This is an Irish pub, not a Scottish one. Oh, Scottish people here. I know why you're here. It's because you found out it was free. One morning Tim was rather full, his head felt heavy which made him shake. Fell off a ladder and he broke his skull, and they carried him home, his corpse to wake.
Not
They
gonna.
wrapped him up in a nice clean sheet, laid him out upon the bed, with a barrel of whiskey at his feet and a bucket of porter at his head. Like pull it down, now dance to your partner's wealth, the floor your trotter shake. Wasn't it the truth I told you? Lots of fun at Finnegan's Wake. Ah! Is the Scotch lady over here? Oh, you let her sliding under the table so she doesn't have to buy a drink.
She's
Whoever
walking
keeps clapping this time after everybody stopped has to
when
send
she
me up a drink.
sees.
I'm having a pitcher of Hennessy's
I
brandy.
gotta make sure that her hand
The
is
guests
cut
assembled at the wake when Mrs. Finnegan called for lunch. First she brought them tea and cake, pipes, tobacco, and brandy punch.
Yeah.
Then the widow Malone began to cry.
I know that she's doing
And
like
no,
the
I would like it with some more
stereotypical
emotion.
"Oh my
Then the
God,"
widow Malone
sort
began
of
to cry.
walk.
Such a nice
Where
great
is it?
corpse
There
did
it
you
is.
ever see? Tim of Orneen, why did you die? Hold your up, cried Molly McGee. Whack, pull it down, now dance to your partner's wealth, the floor your
I'm gonna
trotter
start
shake.
putting in some
Wasn't it the truth I told you? Lots of
spots
fun
for
at
word
Finnegan's
bubbles
Wake.
here.
Ah, little clap right here in front.
I've gotta grab
Okay,
my
since it was
script.
just a kid who did that, I'll have a small pitcher of Hennessy's brandy.
Wrong page.
Now this next verse is a beaut. All you people who are paying attention and who stop when I stop, I want you to
1,
listen to the
2,
dummy who keeps clapping. Then stand up
3.
and point at him. And say, it was you, nah, nah, nah,
Wrong
nah. And
page.
humiliate him so he won't do it again. Then Molly Malone takes up the job. Biddy said she, you're wrong, I'm sure. Biddy fetched her a belt in the gob that left her sprawling on the floor. Civil
Alright,
war did then
no
engage.
words.
Woman to woman,
No
man to
words.
man. Shillelagh was
Words.
all the rage, and a row and a ruction soon began. Whack, pull it down, out dance to your partner's wealth, the floor your trotter shake. Wasn't it the truth I told you? Lots of fun at Finnegan's Wake. Ah, we gotcha.
So
That's
we could
right.
do.
Bury your face in your hands in shame. It's easy to see she's not a Catholic. She's got no sense of rhythm.
But we can.
Sad verse. Then Mickey Murphy
Stroke.
ducked his head. Does a bottle of whiskey flew at him.
I love
It missed him landing on the bed. The liquor scattered over
the
him.
stroke.
But Daddy revives. See how he rises. Tim Finnegan rising in the bed, saying, "Whirl your whiskey around like Blaze, be the thunder and blaze. Do you think I'm dead? Whack, pull it down, out dance to your partner's wealth, the floor your trotter shake. Wasn't it the truth I told you? Lots of fun at Finnegan's Wake. Whack, pull it down, out dance to your partner's wealth, the floor
Actually,
your trotter shake.
super happy I learned this trick. It's from I learned that trick from Step and Sage, from watching his videos, and I thought, you genius bastard.
And the chorus goes, "Addy-doo, addy-doo-da-day, addy-doo, addy-day."
And I was really mad because I was like, why? Why didn't I think of that first? Makes no sense why I didn't think of that first. Actually,
that's the Gaelic translation of
this should
doo-wop,
probably
doo-wop,
go
bam,
like
shine-a-lang,
right here
shaboom,
because
shaboom, scooby-dooby-doo.
one, that is not a
It
historically
means the same thing,
accurate
so if you want to sing your American words, go ahead.
skyline. Two, it just fits better there.
Addy-doo, addy-doo-da-day.
And then I can do a dramatic line there.
He whistled and he sang till the green woods rang.
Yeah.
He won the heart of a lady.
It's gonna go on.
The whistling gypsy came over the hill, down through the valleys so shady.
And then
He whistled and he sang till
over
the green
here,
woods
she's gonna
rang.
be like,
And he won the
"So
heart
you're
of a
in
lady.
You're
Ready to try
in
it?
the carriage and you've been kidnapped. Very obviously, you're my Gary.
Addy-doo, addy-day-dee. He whistled and he sang till the green woods rang.
That's off panel. That's off panel.
She left her father's castle gate, left her
I know
own
we're probably not
true
supposed to
lover,
put them in there.
left her servants
But see
and
if
her
I care.
estate to follow the gypsy road.
Alright.
On your own. Addy-doo.
Alright, it's been about an hour. For those who have been watching consistently for the past week or so, know that my eyes need checked. and I finally scheduled an appointment, but I've been taking a break every hour or so just to protect the integrity of my eyes while I'm waiting. So I will see you guys in about 15 to 20 minutes.